According to the UN Department of Economic and Social Affairs, globally in the year 2015, there were 1.2 billion youth aged 15 to 24 years. That accounted for 1 out of every 6 people on the globe. Global youth population was projected to grow by 7% by the year 2030 to 1.3 billion. The year also set by the UN towards the realization of the Sustainable Development Goals (SDGs). When provided with both knowledge and skills for them to thrive, youth can be a positive force for development. This is particularly realized when young people are able to acquire the education and skills necessary for productive economy and avenue to access job market for opportunities. In Kenya, like in many countries, there is a clear connection between societal instability and poverty and youth unemployment. The current incidences of drugs and substance abuse, increased youth radicalization, teen pregnancy, secularism, culticism, among others, is a clear indicator the future of the youth is at risk. Established in August 1998 under His Lordship Bishop Maurice Anthony Crowley, comprising of Trans Nzoia and West Pokot counties of Kenya with a population of 1,288,751 people as per the 2009 census, the Catholic Diocese of Kitale, CDK, through the Diocesan Youth Apostolate Department, has been enhancing spiritual growth among the youths and improving their quality of life.
And to do that, we have categorized the youth into different levels. One, we deal with the youth in schools, who are the YCS, Young Christian Students. We deal with those in tertiary institutions, those are colleges and universities. They are called the CSA. We deal with those who have finished schools and they have not joined colleges or universities. They are called the Youth in Parish group. And we also deal with the last group, which is the CYA, that is the young Catholic adults, who are also professionals, some of them, and they are in our parishes, but they are still young and they are still youths. Therefore, this department has a lot to do for the church and for the community, because we have very, very many supportive programs that enhance our purpose, which is to enhance their spiritual growth and improve their quality of life. Although we have done that much, we still need to do more, because times are changing and also youths are facing different challenges and even new challenges. We need to have more time with them to offer very, very practical solutions to these problems, so that these youths can also be a solution to the problems that face other youth by themselves. In pastoral terms, we call it peer evangelization. Just as peer influence, there is positive and negative, but we are geared towards positive peer influence through evangelization, spiritual growth, and even a good way and good practices in their lives.
Therefore, the Youth Apostolate Department has come up with an initiative to establish the Diocesan Youth Retreat Center at Sibanga in Kaplamai Parish Catholic, Diocese of Kitale, in a 5-acre piece of land with the following objectives. 1. To provide sufficient space for worship. 2. To promote evangelization of the people in this area. 3. To combat negative effect of secularism. 4. To promote vocation among the youth. 5. To instill good morals among the youth. 6. To wipe out the culture of radicalization and cultism, which are infiltrating many schools and affecting most youths.
This youth center is very important because it will have an informative role, transformative role, and also formative role. Information means that we shall have awareness programs, especially on topics and areas that really affect the youths particularly, so that they are empowered in terms of knowledge, and even they are equipped so that they can face those challenges with a consciousness that is needed so that they don't mess their lives and their future. Transformative role, we shall have a rehab or a recovery center which will deal with counseling and even will also help in recovering those youths who have been addicted in a way, either in substances or drugs, or even other forms of addictions that they go through. We shall also have a vocational section, which we also call it a talent area, where youths can be trained on simple technical skills, and even in talent like music and all those talents that many youths will wish to nurture. And then we shall have also a section for physical fitness. We shall have a gym, we shall have a swimming pool, we shall have fields and courts for them to be active. We understand youths are energetic and they will need to be active. We shall also have halls and lecture rooms for various workshops and seminars where youths will be taken through various topics that really concern them. We shall also have a spiritual section. Of course, the main reason is pastoral. We shall have a spiritual section where youths will come and have time with their God. They'll be taught on scripture, catechism, faith, doctrine, and all those things that really affect their faith. Young people have many questions in themselves which need to be answered. This center will create a conducive environment for them to grow in faith and revitalize their intimacy with God. Among other things that we shall have, especially we shall have a section where we shall have exhibition plots. We shall also train them on simple agricultural methods, which they can use on them or on their own when they leave school or colleges as their wait employment to earn themselves a living.
I'm very excited, particularly about the issue on parenting. We in schools are experiencing a lot of trouble when it comes to parenting. The modern day parent is not doing enough to make sure that their children have what it takes for them to have a healthy life. So in this center, we are going to have such lessons for those youths who have failed or who have actually missed out on parenting in one way or another. Maybe the parent was just not there, or the parent passed on, by whichever means. There are those youths who miss out on parenting. We are going to have such lessons that will actually bring them back to the line that they need to be.
Since I was a student, I have been an active member of YCS, doing and even attending this Flags Day. I didn't know that one day such ideas will originate from this office and great things will be achieved. And in this case, the initiative that has been taken to make sure that a vocational youth center has been established so that it can mentor the abilities of different young people in this particular society of ours. We understand there are many challenges that students go through, especially the young people. But we believe with this particular initiative that has been taken, the young people are going to be reformed to be good people in the society. We are looking at a generation that is full of values, a generation that is full of morality, good ideas, good values that people can emulate.
And generally, I would say it is going to provide whatever it is that the education system has not given, in school, as a link between what is purely academic and what is life skills.
This center will not only benefit the Catholics or people of the Catholic faith, it's going to benefit the whole community in a way, because challenges that face the youth are not just for Catholic youth. They cut across that age. These youths have friends in other churches and in the community. All of them will be invited, and the door will be open to all the youth to come and be assisted in the manner they would wish to be assisted. In order to sustain this project, we shall have a fee, very small fee, to those people who will be seeking help from the departments that we shall set. For instance, those who will be seeking counseling help, those who will be seeking recovery from our rehab center in it. Maybe there are those who will hire our fields, courts, and even will use the swimming pool. They'll pay something. There are those who will use our halls for workshops when the youth are not using it. There are those who will come for retreats during prayers. They will have to pay something. And we shall also have some of the projects like a dairy project, zero grazing unit, which will produce milk. We shall sell some, and some will be used with the visitors in the center. We shall also do farming, especially kitchen gardening, and proceeds from the kitchen gardens will be sold, and the money will be dug back to maintain and sustain the center. And our youth will own it, in the sense that we always have an annual resource mobilization initiative called Flags Day, and also youth in parishes have annual subscription we call dinary collections, which will go into maintaining the center and even running their programs, which are supportive to the youth.
So I urge the youth to enjoy their youth, but they will enjoy it more when they keep the commandments of God, commandments of the church, when they keep the respect for their elders, when they help their parents to make a better world than they found themselves. And it is true in Kenya. In the last many years that I've been around, Kenya has developed. But the problem is that it won't develop if the youth go the wrong way. That is, if you want to go to Nairobi, you go to Nairobi direct. But you don't go through Nanyuki and you don't go through Kisumu, you go directly. So I say to the youth, be direct. But they must be active. Active in prayer, yes, but active in enjoying themselves, activities, and above all, active as a help to the generation of which their fathers are and mothers are members.
As we are aware, the youth do not have any source of money. Many a times they sacrifice a lot, and in a span of 5 years, they have been able to mobilize the 10 million we used to buy land, which is a long time. But for this center to take shape, we shall need full support from our well-wishers, our supporters and partners. Therefore, we call upon everyone who was shaped in their youth to assist us also shape the current generation.